got Luffy ambition, king of the rappers. The
What's going on, gang? It's Murata Music with 3-Piece TCG, Big Beard Pirates TCG, and 2D. I'm coming at you with that EBGP Monkey D Luffy bars. Smash that like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell, and go down in them comments. Let me know, what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what would you be doing differently? I already know you didn't even hear a word I said because you're captivated by this card, right? Well, look, go into the description, follow K Design's Etsy link page, all right? Then use the code 3-Piece TCG to get it for 25% off. Get this one, get this one, get this one, this one, this one. You know what I'm saying? They're all in there. Also, the memberships are live, ladies and gentle hams. Do smash finger pop, put on that pressure, come big city hoop. You'll be the reason a firefighter learns to read. All right, so let's get into it. Now this is my tried and true list as seen on TV right here. Okay, so this is my perfector curve Luffy. Okay, this is what I came to after a plethora of testing, and you can see that, you know, you got a whole playlist. You can see my evolution and how I got here, right? But this, if I had to go to a tournament tomorrow, if I had to go to a tournament tomorrow with this list, I would go with this deck list, right? Which is the one you see before you right now. And what we're trying to accomplish here is, this is turn one or this is turn one, right? Then we turn two, we want a Zoro. Okay, we're going to take our first hit that they give us, which is great. Whenever you want them to hit you, you're sadistic, right? But we need them to hit us because then Zoro's live, right? So the next turn we're at 5 Dawn, right? Okay, so check this out. Then we can play out pudding, and there's a world where we swing this for 6, right? Like, excuse me, not for 6, but we swing this, we go to 6 Dawn total. Then we get 1 Dawn, or excuse me, we play them out, we use our ability, we go down 2, right? We go up 2, plus the one we had left over, plus their ability, that's 4. So our turn 3, we also can play out Joro for 4. And that is 9 Dawn worth of characters, okay, on your 3rd turn. And Zoro searches. And from there, you're just in that ass. You know what I mean? And if you ain't got Zoro, play out Frankie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that kind of deal. Play out Robin, etc. And then with that Zoro search, you want to search out a Luffy by then. And then, you know, hopefully you got one of these targets. And if you got to settle out of court for one of these, cool. But then you play Luffy the next turn. And I mean, that's, you know, then after that, you're playing this. That's turns 1 through 5. You know what I mean? Figured out for you already. The list we were playing with here at this juncture was not that one. Hang on. Yeah, this one. Okay. So there's been a increase in some, you know, some blockers, some pesky minusers. You know, you got the Hongo Jerrys and whatnot. That's where Zoro comes in. Zoro, if you have 2 or more on the field, if your opponent has 2 more in the field, they, 1, can attack the turn they're played. They can attack characters. And 2, on play in general, they rest somebody at 4 or less. So it, you know, it costs 1 more than them, where they rest 5. When you have 8 or more Dawn, they rest 4 whenever's clever homes, and they can swing into them. So this would be what we use to set the stage and or get rid of the abilities, so that they don't get rid of our Sanji Pudding, our Luffy, you know, our bigger threats, right? So they can get rid of those so long as they have 2 on the board. So I wanted to try this card out. I wasn't big on this card initially, but I wanted to try it out. To make room for it, I did go down on 1 Monkey D. Luffy. Pause. Anyhow, so we did do that. It's okay. It's okay. It's not the fucking end of the world. You know, we'll be all right. And then we also wanted to try out the Searcher. Okay, so as absolutely, I mean, I felt crazy consistent with just being able to see this or this and just continue to draw, let it come to me. We have been influenced. We've been looking around. Okay? And, you know, I'm not like the other creators. I have no problem giving everybody their flowers, right? So, this is a card that's not searchable. It's Wano Country, right? And you just look at the top 3, and you virtually can search anything in this deck. It hits no matter what. The only thing it can't search is itself, right? So, let's get into where we were seeing that at, okay? So, now this is a list by Nayuta, and this is April 6th, okay? So this is closer to when it just came out, and this is the typical list you'll be seeing over in the East, right? Now, Electric Luna is a card that I wanted to try out, and I just didn't get around to doing it, but that'll definitely be something we try next time. We love Carrot and her Fanny, okay? But active, it's on main, right? All opponents rested characters with a cost of 7 or less won't be active during the opponent's next refresh phase, and that's for a cost of 3. And there's some decks that run, I believe, run 4 of it even. You know what I mean? But that's what this was developing as. Okay, that's how this one runs 2. You know what I mean? Some people run 4 of this, and so the meta was continually developing. Let's see what they were doing at OP11. OP11, you're definitely going to see an influx of, you know, our new leaders and what have you. But Gamma Knife, we know about that Gamma Knife, I'm tell you. But anyhow, there was Electra Lunas here, I thought. But anyhow, let's go ahead and, yeah. So Electra Luna's been like a 2 of at least. And that's a card that we'll have to test next time, and we'll just keep it moving. But I wanted to try out these 2 cards and see how we like it. I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say this. You saw how I performed with my black-purple Luffy against this one, right? Against this, you know, I was able to get it twice. You know what I mean? All the times that I played it, essentially. And wasn't avoiding it. It was actually kind of seeking it out. So I'm going to go on a limb and just say, hey, you know, like, I don't think it's as broken as it used to be. I think between players learning and adapting, when people say broken, to me at this point, it's like 90% clickbait. When it was, oh, this multiverse's character's busted and broken, and oh, this character in fucking Street Fighter's busted, and this card is busted and these motherfuckers just trying to get y'all to click. You know what I'm saying? The last busted and broken deck, or deck kasa that One Piece has had is going to be Sakazuki and Red Purple Law. Like, those are the last busted leaders. Outside of that, think of everybody who was talking about how busted the Robin into Lin Kaido. Yeah, it's busted if it fucking lands. And then what? You blow them out the next turn, or they never get to do it. You know what I mean? Like, so let's simmer down on what we call busted, right? I think this deck has more than fair matchups. I think it's I know that even back when I was testing it, it has a tough time against black. Very tough time against removal, which is why black purple Luffy can put the whoop on it. I think it doesn't have that easy of a matchup into Shanks, which I don't think Shanks is going anywhere. You know, so like I said, removal and yeah, I think that's just mainly what it is. It's removal, and of course, you know, rush down. But I'm gonna show you some of that too. So anyhow, because Zoro kind of helps with that. Let's get into these matches, shall we? All right, since we were just talking about red, it don't get redder than Zoro. Okay, like, yeah. Now they chose to go first. Me no likey that, right? We like to go first, but anyways, they chose to go first. We take the first hit, and we're immediately feeling we don't give them that term. No, we only use that setup for ourselves. Anyhow, we're immediately feeling it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and swing 5. We're gonna play out a searcher. I think Zoro is the best one in this juncture because we want to be able to turn somebody sideways, swing into them, etc. We're gonna grab Zoro. We have our Luffy Taro into pudding play set up. We are ready to roll. Okay. So now I'm looking at least 2 swings, if I'm lucky. I don't think I'm going to be that lucky. And sure enough, we are not. So they're going to give 1 Dawn to their leader. We get to draw some cards. We're going to draw into pudding. We had no counter choice there. We're going to get out of that one. But we got, and on their turn 3, we get 2 7s and a 6. Yowzas. Okay. Yeah, we can go ahead and get the 4-6 Zoro out of there. We ain't worried about that. So now we're gonna go ahead and just swing straight into their Sanji. We're gonna do Luffy Taro into pudding. We're gonna do our combo. There we go. And now we're gonna go ahead and swing 2 over the Luffy, and they've got 5 cards. They didn't counter out of that. We would have been in the dill of a pickle if they did. Now, what I should have done here also was I should have went ahead and threw this right here and swung into that after seeing that they didn't protect their Luffy. But I was, I guess, really concerned with getting floored and going down to nothing. So, yeah, that was a hashtag my bad, yo. So, you know, in a case where they don't protect their Luffy like that, hey, go ahead and get another card out of them. Because, I mean, we're at 6K, and we do got 2 Dawn here. Okay, so 6 and a 4, they can have it. 7, we can take 7. No, we'll give them that. Yeah. Okay, so now they don't swing with Zoro. And not swinging with Zoro was terribly interesting to me, as in, why the fuck would you not swing with it? But it's my assumption that they don't have any cards in their hand that can be played off of Zoro's KO, right? Because otherwise there would be absolutely no reason to press the matter, right? So I'm going to swing 6 into 3 because I'm just about fucking done getting hit with everything they can think of. And we do know that Zoro, it's only a matter of time between the drawing of the card and etc. that they're going to be able to play that out. So now we're swinging 6. They give us a 2K. Now we're swinging 7 over 5. Now we're swinging 8 over 5. And they took the 7. Will they take the 8? So will they take the 8? Okay, cool. So they take the 8. And you see this board? Now we're starting to put on that pressure. We only say it for us. Anyways, yeah, so now we're starting to give them that big city development, okay? This city is developing in a big way. I will be getting rid of, holy shit, they gumhole 1 pudding, okay. I will happily get rid of Taro to keep, for Giant to keep a pudding alive. Because they're doing shit like that. And it's leading me to believe you ain't got the counter. You're worried about some things because you ain't got the counter, Jack. And if you were to get rid of pudding, well, then I can't press the issue quite like I would with them. And not to mention, we're already at 7 Dawn. We're already at 7 Dawn. So we ain't worried about it, sweetheart. We ain't worried about a damn thing. That's a rough decision, but you see how fast I made it. You see just how fast I made it. That was fucking crazy. Now, if they want to develop a 3, what do we got? A Rush Zoro? That ain't doing jack shit in this matchup. Sorry, feller. I can just give you 1 Zoro to block out of their attack, and that's that. Instead, they go for Tony Chopper. So, look, we could fuck around, and we could, you know, want to go for... We could fuck around and want to go for board and shit. Man, I ain't worried about none of that, Jack. Instead, we're going to go ahead and develop just so that we can use our leader's ability. Okay. And we got the Zoro. Okay, cool. Now I'm like, well, shit, how am I going to do this? Because I want to make sure I have 2 Dawn up and I want to get rid of some Dawn. I can swing 9 and then 9, but that doesn't quite do it. And then I want Gum Gum Giant up, right? we've made mistakes where we don't leave enough up for Gum Gum Giant. Either A, we think we got it, or B, we just math out wrong. And so we're taking our time, right? We're taking our time. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, you know what I can do is I can give Pudding 1K, right? And make them an 8 and then still have 2 left over. So that's what I'll do. I'll give them that, right? We'll swing 8 at them. Okay, and then now we can do the up, down, left, right, switch it up like Nintendo. And I'm gonna swing, even though I could swing 12, it's that many cards. I'm gonna swing 10 and have 2 Gum Gum Giants, and they don't got it. Okay, they ain't got it. It looks like they had a bunch of the bullshit, and I understand the want for a big in decks like these. I don't know, man. I just don't run it. But anyhow, so if we would have swung 12, cool. But look, what we wanted to do, we were a 6K leader. We wanted to be able to take some hits. Man, we would have drew into another Gum Gum Giant, which is crazy. But we could have blocked out of some hits, and then they would have, we would have had 2 life. The last life would have been our finisher, Luffy, and we would have just been golden, Pony Boy. So the only thing that didn't happen for them here was them not being able to swing here and put us down to 1 sooner. But c'est la vie, dog. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to, I got another one for you. All right. So I choose to go first. Okay. I just realized I'm Lucy again. Hey, Chris from K Design, if you make a Lucy leader, they've got to be available in all colors. I'm just saying, we got to be able to go undercover as any leader. That way they won't know. What we're playing with. They won't realize that it's not a tournament legal leader, right? Because it's the black Lucy, it's the green purple Lucy. Anyhow, so unfortunately for us, they got the draw twice, and all we draw was a busted ass Frankie. Now, Frankie's ability will be live when we swing, when he does swing, after we activate Pudding. So that's cool. But in the meantime, we're taking hits. Okay, so we didn't get our Zoro play, and it looks like we might not get our Luffy Taro play unless we draw into something excellent. Poor showing, poor draw, poor baby. Yeah, they ain't able to do that. Let's swing Nami and the Nami. Yeah. And then we could actually play out a Going Merry and swing Frankie and then swing. Hey, it's looking good, really good. Okay, so now we can swing with Frankie. Now, I'm thinking I would have done a 6 and a 6, but you know what? I look like a fucking genius when that shit lands. So I don't know. The fuck do I know? I'm in commentator mode. You know how like Luffy, when he's in the fight, you can't fuck with him, but outside of the fight, he gets knotted up by like fucking Nami and shit? That's me when I'm out of the fight. Anyhow, so we're able to block out of that one. We're able to block out of both of them. They're going to give more Dawn there, and do they get rid of Frankie? Unfortunately, they do. Now, we're going to go ahead and swing into that pesky Nami, which, why the fuck didn't I last time? Oh, I got rid of 1 Nami. There was 2, that's right. Okay, so all we could do at this juncture, shout out Crow, is Luffy Taro into Zoro Joro, okay? And that's fine with us. We ain't worried about it. We don't have an ability. We don't have any way of getting rid of what would come if we should get rid of that Zoro. So we're just going to continue to pelt face. We swing a 7 and an 8. Now, they've got a lot of cards on the field. And boy, do they get rid of Sanji Pudding in a hurry. Papas has left the building. Papas has become fritas. So now, okay, so they're doing that. We can stand to take. Yeah, we can. Well, we don't take. I guess we're going to take this one. Holy shit, we're going to take this one. Yeah, because they ain't used their ability yet. Yowzas. That ability of their stage is pretty knuckin' futz. Okay, so unfortunately, I don't have access to a Pudding. We are at the precipice of finishing. So what we do is we're going to go ahead and swing with Zoro. Just give him a little chip shot. Give him a little chip shot and we're gaining a Don, right? Okay, cool. So I see how you handled that. How would you handle an 8 per se? Okay. How would you handle a 9 per se? So we're swinging 9 at him. Oh, yeah. Oh, got him down to 5 cards. Oh, me likey. Okay, so now I'm going to give you a 6. I said I'm going to give you 6. And they don't take that either. And I'm like, geez, what do I do? We can swing 8 into 4 cards, okay? And then we just survive. Because they're not notoriously known for their blockers, right? So they want to get rid of some. They want to get rid of some of our board. They're not going to be able to wall up efficiently. So they're wanting to get rid of some of our board. Let's see how that goes for them. They also want to wall up. They also want to just fucking go for it if they could, but I don't think they can. Being a 6K leader does really change everything. But let's see. I mean, they got 6 cards in their hand. Okay, here it comes. Okay, so they choose to get rid of Zoro Joro, which is, oh my gosh. Yowzers. And they concede. All right. Well, why did they concede? Did they do their ability wrong? Well, they didn't have any counter. Yeah, I guess they just didn't have any counter. What was that about? So they weren't going to get rid of this Luffy no matter what. Because even if they gave him 2 more Dawn, I'm still going to counter out. And then you can't swing here. And then you can't swing there. And I could literally, going from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Dawn to 8. I could swing 7. That's a counter. Then that's a counter. And then we finish him off with the remainder. So, yeah. You know, whatevs. It happens. Let's get over to some, let's see if I got some boobie smoke. What do you know? Smoke them if you got them. I'm talking about boobies, of course. Boobie Smoker chooses to go second. And I forget if we mulliganed here or not. But our hand, no, I would say we kept this hand because it's looking more than decent. And by more than decent, I mean we've got Zoro Joro. Okay, so you got to understand. One, we're going to draw a card on our second turn, which we did here. We're going to draw a card on our next turn, okay, which we will. And then we're going to take this life, okay? So that's 3 more cards, 3 more opportunities. I was very concerned that they weren't going to swing at us, but 3 more opportunities. Unfortunately, we don't get it. Now we get fucking pudding. Well, fuck me. You know what we're going to do? We're going to swing with no Dawn investment, right? We're going to just do it to ramp, okay? Now we're going to play out pudding, and we're going to go ahead and do our up, down, left, right, AB. We're going to go ahead and give, well, that doesn't work. But anyhow, they've given us some Dawn to think about, and we can swing 6 and develop a Robin or even a Frankie, okay? And Frankie would be relevant in the building of the Dawn. Instead, I say, you know what? Let's take that 4 life leader down to 3. Now, I almost guarantee that this could have been a 6K swing and we would have still accomplished getting them down. But I was very concerned with stuff like that, and I wanted to have counter in hand. You know, whatevs. Now, if I counted out with that, 6 would be going there, and you know they were going to go either way. So we're going to go ahead and decide to counter out that one, stay a little fresh. We're going to get another pudding. That's what we're going to do. And down, down, up, up. Yeah. And now we could even play out a Luffy. A finisher Luffy, right? A finish him. We're going to swing 7 into 5. They have a 7K blocker. Okay, so I don't know what they're going to do with that. I'm going to swing 6. They're going to block there. I'm going to swing another 7. Okay, not using leader's ability. I don't know if the leader's ability would still work if they fix that bug or not, but we're honest players around here. So anyhow, resting stage just to see if it works. Why the hell not? They're gonna be at 8 dawn, and we've got a bit of a board, but so do they. They also have the hand advantage, but they're down to 1 life, right? Okay, so we're presenting some problems with them for them right here. They really need to get rid of these puddings. Okay, so it looks like they're going to develop a blocker. So now they got 2 blockers on board, and they're right back to, what is that? Yeah, they're right back to 8 dawn. Okay, so they're gonna swing big, and they're swinging big at Luffy, I'm assuming. Yeah. Okay, so that first Luffy, we can go ahead and do that. Okay, and it makes me wonder, are they going to be the focus of this whole turn, right? Because it looks like they are. Now I can give them this. I'm already committed to the bit. They decide to go ahead and swing 7 there and just trash a life for me. 3 blockers are up. 3 blockers are up. God bless. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and swing 9. All right, and spoiler alert, I think I'm gonna wind up swinging another 9. I think I'm gonna just really put on that big city pressure. Okay, we got rid of Rosinante with that swing. Now we're gonna go ahead and play out a Fransinosuke. Okay, now Fransinosuke, very interesting. Oh, look at all that Don. We're feeling like Boobie Smoker over here. That's gonna give us an additional swing. Okay. And it's looking like if they didn't have 2 blockers, they'd be out of this game. Hands effing down. So we're gonna go ahead and swing another 7. And they do have 2 blockers, right? But we're representing a total of 3 attacks left. All right. So now I can give them 7 and then 2 9s. I choose to go 6 because they only have 3 cards. I don't know how I feel about that. So I might have let him off the hook. With that one. And yeah, they take. Okay. And they get rid of our Luffy. Wow. Triggers are raining from above. Good for them. Hashtag good for them. Look at that go. Well, I'll be darned. Well, I'll be darned. Well, I'll be darned. Well, I'll be darned. I just need to know, will I or will I not be darned? Will I or will I not be darned? I shalt not be darned. God bless, bro. That was fucking crazy. Jeez. Oh, yeah, they didn't have it. They did not have it. Even if they had 1, they were not going to have enough to get out of all of this. Let's take this back, too. Take me back. Before they got rid of this, well, they didn't have any Dawn active, right? And we would have been able to swing. They took that, so we would have been able to swing 9, 10, and no, they would have just blocked out of both. Like that's it. They would have just blocked out of both. So yeah, there was no beating. There was no defeating them. That was crazy. You know what though? If you're gonna trigger into some bullshit, I love that I top deck some bullshit. How about that? So that right there, we're just trying to go first. We're trying to put on that big city pressure and make it so that they can't afford to play. They had a horny ass Jones. God only knows how long they had that horny ass Jones, because you know you can shuffle your hand and whatnot. But yeah, God only knows how long they had horny ass Jones. But and a matchup like this, they probably don't feel comfortable playing them because they lose a life in doing so. So anyhow, let's go to the next one. All right, like I said, I've been playing in Eastern, right? So we don't have the privilege of only playing, you know, Only playing Billy Joel's hits. Only late 80s Billy Joel's or whatever the fuck from Step Brothers. Oh shit. Strictly Billy Joel. Strictly, let's keep it Billy Joel. Let's keep it 80s. Anyhow, so things aren't coming up our way just yet. Yeah, we get a Zoro Joro a turn late. That's what we love to see. At this point, I don't think Zoro Joro is going to serve me any purpose. Actually, no, I should have got the Zoro, and let me tell you why. Even though I'm fussy britches over it, being able to play Pudding and going down and putting 2 active, getting 1 active from Pudding, we would have been able to play Zoro Joro that same turn, so we would have had 8 Dawn worth of characters on our turn 3, and I will go ahead and label that a misplay. Because that Zoro Joro, while it can get, you know, put back in our hand, etc., or bottom decked, whatever the fuck, that Zoro Joro was going to get some aggro and or ramp us some Dawn. So yes, you know, anything they do to take heat away from anybody else, that would have been lovely. Instead, we're going to go ahead and go for Pudding, right? And because of the state of affairs, when we Pudding, what, now you're going to draw on the Zoro? Get the fuck out of here. Get that giant. Get the giant. Oh my gosh. Anyways, because of the state of affairs we got here, we're not going to be able to Luffy Taro our next turn, which is why this must have been when this must have been a little early getting back into it, warming up kind of shit, because I should have known better than to do that. I should have known better than that. Yeah, us being able to play Luffy Taro next turn was paramount plus. Absolute paramount plus. Now, yes, I will be able to do some fun things here, and I will be able to Zoro Joro, etc. But it was much more important for me to be able to swing, to be able to play Luffy Taro out and really put on that big city pressure. Now here I'm just gonna Zoro search, and I could Zoro search into another Zoro. I could also grab a Going Merry. I don't know about that. I think I'd grab into a Zoro, and God bless. Cool. I make that, and here's another mistake. I made this one +2. This one's gonna be sideways. Okay, we need to make this one +2 because this one's gonna get swung into anyways. So make so that they can't get rid of both of them, right? If you swing into this one and you defeat it, cool, it's gone. And then this one still only costs 5. If this one's cost 7 and you swing into this one and you defeat it, now you still have to figure out how you're going to allocate Dawn to get rid of this one. You know what? I was over here talking in the fucking whatchamacallit about in the intro about how, yeah, I don't know, I don't feel like it's as broken because I'm fucking playing like shit. That's why. Good. I'm glad I'm watching this back. I'm glad we're learning together, because I was fucking at the end of that fucking, what, 4 or 5 video run on that playlist. Oh, man. Oh, Barbara. I was big city hooping. I couldn't be stopped. Except by Black. Black could be tough. But that's back when they had Ice Age and Gecko. What happens to Green Purple Luffy? Meow. Alright, so this thick ass, it's going to give him +2k. And look, Jack, we ain't letting it go. We ain't going to let it go. Alright, you're going to have to figure some shit out. So they go ahead and they set up, and they're going AceGate wide. Okay, the AceGate is up. All right, they ain't let nobody in. Now, I'm at 3 life, which is cool. I really wish I would have drawn into, you know, that. Yeah, man, if I had that Luffy Taro out. That Luffy Taro has been burning a hole in my fucking hand this entire game. We're going to swing some 7s at him. All right. Okay, they're going to have some answers. And now would also be a great time to play out Finisher Luffy. Okay? Because Finisher Luffy is going to put on that pressure. And we do it. Okay, we do it. We've got 2 puddings up. I mean, this is all but best case scenario for us. All but best case scenario for us. The one thing I would like to do is leave some fucking Dawn up, though. Right now, the big swings are not going to be coming. The 6 or 7 isn't going to make the difference. It's this that's going to make the difference. And what I'm essentially doing right now is Yeah, that's fucking rough. Okay, so I gave him a 6, right? But I'm setting him up for going for game. Now, I have that. That's fucking cool. But they're going to have 3 more swings, and they've got all the Dawn in the world. What was the point of having Gum Gum Giant if I'm gonna go so fucking greedy and not even fucking finish him? Okay, got another Gum Gum Giant. All right. Oh boy. Oh boy. Look at that. Oh, 9 on the dot. Oh man, that was rough. That was rough. McGruff the crime dog. But hang on. They were a good fella, and they decided to go ahead and rematch us. So, learning from our mistakes previous on the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, big shout out to Avramax. They're gonna give us a run back. They said, you know what, that was crazy, and we choose to go first. And we're seeing everything we want. We got the Searcher, we got the Zoro Joro, we got the Pudding, we got the fucking memory of our last game and how we blew it. So we're ready. We're ready. We're ready. I would go ahead and say this is probably one of the first games I was playing because I was trying to get into the mind state, right? Anyhow, swinging 5 and a 6 on Fox 26. We're chilling. We play out Zoro Joro. We take this hit, and what will they do? Of course they fucking have Atmos. They probably run 3 Atmos in their whole fucking deck. They probably run 3 Atmos, and it's on the fucking field. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and Sanji Pudding, right? Now, here's the thing about that Sanji Pudding. Do play the Sanji Pudding. Play the Sanji Pudding and then play the Zoro. I'm still not playing right. I'm still not playing right. Let me tell you why. If I Sanji Pudding and then I play out the Zoro, yes, I'm down 1 Dawn, okay? But now they have to have another Atmos, okay? They have to have another Atmos in hand to bounce back Zoro Joro. Otherwise, I swing with Zoro Joro, I ramp a Dawn, and then I Luffy Taro into Zoro Joro again. You know what I mean? So, whatevs, dog. Whatevs. I choose to go to safe route, and we're at 5. We will be at 7 next turn. Okay. I guess I'm getting Zoro Joro out of the picture. We take, we ramp, we're happy. Now, we wouldn't have even had to swing with Zoro with no Dawn investment, you know. Anyways, I was failing my deck. My deck was not failing me, okay? My dick is always strong and ready. Luffy Taro and the Sanji Pudding, you've never seen a better play ever, okay? So now, we're going to play them out now. Might as fucking well. We don't need all of that. Yeah, we don't need all that. Okay, so we're going to swing 5. We're going to try and do a little board control here. They don't have a blocker up, but they do have 2 Ezos. And those Ezos can bounce back and, like, trash themselves and draw a card. It's whatever. Not that big a deal. Okay, what they got for me? They got 6 fucking cards. What you going to do? Okay, they let them go, which is wild because I would think they want to continue, you know, chipping away at me. But all right, we can do that too. I'm getting my hand. I was gonna say my dick, but I'm getting my hand in order here. Now, Zoro Joro almost guarantees gonna get some aggro, right? They're swinging there. We ain't gotta let it go. We ain't gotta let it go. Let's let them feel it. I mean, look at this board we got right now. Look at the board we got right now. They are at 8 Dawn, which means they are in their silly business era. They could be playing out the 8-drop card and doing the Thug Dizzle. That is a look at the top 5, add 1, rest the bottom, blah, 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 then discard 1 card. So that's a good little psycho. Psycho? Yeah. All that jazz. So, okay, they get a King Do. That's a 2K. So in that fat daddy hand of theirs, we know they got a 2K. Let's see what else they're gonna do for us. I think that ace is just turned sideways. No. They already swung ways. Okay, so they've got. Oh. Yeah, we can let it go. Now we know they got 5. Oh, another Atmos. Zoro Joro, we hardly knew ya. I wonder if we would have saved Zoro Joro, which one they would have bounced back. I wonder where their mind was at. But where my mind is at is you ain't got no fucking blockers. And I can develop. So, we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to try this again. Okay. Now, we can go for board. We can go for face. All right. We can't go for much of their board. So we're going to give them that. Let's see if we get that King Do out of their hand. See if we get that King Do, or is it a King Can't? All right. We're going to give them another 7. See what that does. Okay. They still have King Do in their hand. Okay. That's why if you search it, give that one up first. Okay. All right. They're going to bounce one back, or trash it, I should say. And what they going to draw into? That's what I want to know. And they hit for 1 damage. Okay. So now I am going to 9 and leave it the fuck alone. 9 and leave it the fuck alone. Okay. Please leave me those 2 Gum Gum Giants. Show that we have learned our lesson. Now, they should be able to King Do out of this. King Do and something else out of those fucking 7 cards they got in hand. Sure enough, 2 King Doos. All right. They've got no more doo-doo. They gave us King Doo-doo. He looks like a King Doo-doo. Okay, so they're going to confirm these. And it's looking like they're going for game. They're going for game. They didn't want to play their big out at any point in time. They want to go wide and outside. I love that the first fucking day one, I mean, hour 1 tech that I had with AceGate is like, that's the way to play the deck. I love that. That's really fucking cool. I was right on the money, honey. Okay, so they're going to do that. And we're going to go ahead and give them, we'll go ahead and take. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get a 2K. I said get the 2K. Okay, cool. So we got a 2K. I don't think they finish us here because we've got just way too much, but we can bait them into it. We can bait them into it. I'm only a little concerned of they could Red Rock. Gravity Blade wouldn't do anything here for them. We take the last one. We really want them to go for the game here. So we've got 4, 8, 10, 12, 13. 13 encounter. There's just nothing they can do for that. There's no way they kill us here. They play a Josu. And they bounce back a Luffy? Yeah, that's what we call a punt. They punted the game. The game has been punted. Even if they develop a blocker, they're going to have so much in their hand. It's not even funny. So we wanted them to put all of that Dawn on their leader and just swing, and then we can turn our brain the fuck off because we've already thought about it. And instead, we're going to do this, and we're going to get rid of Luffy Taro, draw 2 more cards, bing, bang, boom. Now I'm free to just go ahead, and I don't know if I would have developed there just quite yet, you know, because, well, no, I guess that was the right thing. But we're going to go ahead and swing 7. Oh, we're just going to do it like that? Oh, we're just going to be Quasi? Okay, we're Quasi. We're Quasi. I would have swung 7 first. And then seen what they did. Swing 8, seeing what they did. We got them mapped out. Yeah, we got them mapped out. That's it. That's the ball game. And that's kind of how the first game. And they didn't want to run it back. It's cool. I think they saw. They've probably been playing on Eastern a lot more than we have, and they've probably seen this a lot more than we have played it, and they probably knew the first game was a little wonky on our end. And this game wasn't without its flaws either, but we were able to pull it off in the end. Very controlled. Very controlled. I mean, we were in control of that game for sure. Let's go on to the next one. You wins. I couldn't pass this one up because this is a I'm on spoilers. I'm at Big Mom, and they're running to the ship, and Luffy and Katakuri has just fucking hit fists. You know what I'm saying? The Kooties. And so, yeah. Anyhow, they went and chose to go first. Okay, cool. We don't like that. And my going first hand is, my curve right now is perfect in hand, but that's okay. We can still get the same results, if not better, going second. Because what happens is we're able to play. If we should draw into pudding, okay, we got pudding. Grab pudding. What the fuck? Grab pudding. Anyways, if we should grab a Luffy Taro before our turn 3, we can literally play Luffy Taro turn 3 between the Dawn we have, with the Dawn we ramp from Zoro Joro, etc. Okay, so 5, I believe they're going to use their ability. They did not. Okay, so now we can go ahead and swing 5 back. We're going to Going Merry, okay? And then we're going to Zoro Joro. Okay, no Luffy Taro yet, but I mean, look, we've got 1, 2, 3, and 7. So we've gone through 10 cards, okay? We've gone through a 10th of our deck. Surely, hopefully, maybe the next card will be a Luffy Taro. I am down to take this one to look for a Luffy Taro. I will tell you that much right now. I don't. Okay, F me. Man. Well, I'll tell you what we can do is we can search, and then we can swing, we can set up Sanji Pudding and play Zoro Joro. We can play 9 Dawn worth of cards now, and that would all but guarantee our finding a Luffy Taro to play out next turn for the Zoro Joro. Okay, so we're still putting on that pressure. It's just going to take a little bit longer, right? Okay, so they can easily block out of this. They take it. They're looking to see some cards. I can't blame them. Now we're at 4 Dawn. We're going to swing 6 into 5. Sure. It doesn't work. We're going to swing 6 into 5. There we go. Okay. So, man, where's our Luffy Taro, bro? Give me that Gum Gum Giant. Yeah. So we've been through plenty of cards at this point. And I really was thinking about not investing any Dawn with the Zoro Joro, and I would have had 3. I would have had 1 more Dawn to search with, you know, when you're at sea, you fight pirates, right? But at this point, man, Luffy Taro just don't want to be found. But that's okay. We are at, what? 1. We're at 6 Dawn. We'll be going to 8 next turn. So between the search we have in hand, you know, we will have more than enough to find us a Luffy Taro. We're really wanting that Luffy Taro, though. Really would tie the room together. I don't mind taking this one. Yeah. So we go ahead and take this one. Trying to see a fucking Luffy Taro, man. What are they all hugging each other at the bottom of the dick? Let's see what they got for us. Okay, so 7 Dawn. I'm not too worried about them at 7 Dawn. Yeah, I ain't too worried about them at 7 Dawn. Now they're gonna go ahead and rest this character, bitch ass Oven. Bitch ass Charlotte Oven gonna get rid of our Zoro Joro and show us our own dick. They're gonna pull our pants down and show our dick to everybody. So unfortunately, we realize we're not drawing into a Luffy Taro. Let's search. There we go. Luffy Taro just in time. Just in fucking time. God bless America. Where you been all my life? Okay. So let's go ahead and turn some things sideways. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and play out another one. Okay, we draw into that. All right. Y'all starting to see it? Y'all starting to see that big city development? All right. Dare I say a little bit of putting on that big city pressure. Okay, so now we got 2 people, you know, boosted up in value. And we're just swinging at them. We're not worried about that bitch ass fucking Oven. We're just wanting to put that, we're wanting to get that life in their hand. Okay, now they are Katakuri. They do have 6 cards in hand. They are already at 10 Dawn. I barely finally got to see my Luffy Taro. The question's gonna be, where the hell is their Katakuri? Where the hell is their Katakuri? They opt to go ahead and get rid of half of my board. Okay. What did they get rid of? God bless. So they went ahead and got rid of both of these Zoro Joros. It looks like me putting that +2 on Sanji actually paid the fuck off, which is great. Because, yeah, Katakuri isn't the only one who can see the future. I saw that coming. I did not see it coming. That's just good habits. It's just good habits to do the right fucking thing, which is why I tell you guys to do it all the fucking time. Did I know that they were going to play fucking Sovereignty? Abso-fucking-lutely not. I thought they had way more invested interest in developing that 10-drop mom that can rush and swing into things, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? They ain't got it, or something is amiss right now. Something is amiss. Treachery is afoot, but we ain't worried about it. We will take treachery. Okay, so they're gonna show us our dick, and they get rid of Nami because they're like, yo, I'm gonna get rid of something. All right. Now we're in that place where it's time to swing. It's time to swing, and do leave some Gum Giants up. Please leave some Dawn up for some Giants. So we're gonna swing 7 into 5, see what they got. And we are actually threatening lethal. Oh, we're threatening some big city lethal right now. Big city lethal. We're going to throw 8 into 5. Oh, they might be ready to go home. I think they're telling us that they called their mom, and their mom said that their dad is at the store, and then they're going to get picked up. I think that's what's actually happening. Now, we're going to swing 6 because we've learned our lesson. Okay, we're not going to live and die by this shit. I don't think they have the board developed that can do it all. You're going to have to give me something. Okay. Okay. So they got... Did they just over-counter? They over-countered. Why would they do that? That was ridiculous. Would it... Let's see if it would have mattered. Or do they have this? Oh. I mean, they haven't got it either way. So they gave me... Yeah, they just didn't have it. Because, yeah, they didn't have it either way. Okay, but they died on their seatbelt. What's that about? They went out on their seatbelt. Huh. Yeah, they didn't want to do that. They didn't feel like doing that one. They definitely didn't feel like doing that one. Very interesting. But yeah, we were good. Even if they did have like a couple of big swings. We had a 6K leader. We had this going into there. We had a 2K. We had 3 Gum Giants. I would have really liked if I could have saved more than 1 Dawn active. But I did as much as I could. I honestly did. I mean, that's as much as I could. And I'm not seeing a board that would warrant me to be worried. Even if they did have the 12, they could be swinging 6. I got it. 12, I'll take it. And then you're done. So... yeah, because even if you were to get rid of this Luffy, you got another Luffy coming. You got another Luffy coming. I think let's go ahead and go to the... let's see how much time we'll go to the gist of the list. Well, there you have it, fellas. There you have it, gang. Some interesting plays. We're definitely a little rough around the edges. Need to get a little more practice in with our green-purple Luffy. That's fine. We got plenty of time. We got plenty of time. A day is a week is a month, and a month is a year in One Piece. And we've been playing this game for years at this point. Actually, it'll be 2 years. I was talking about the other day. It'll actually be 2 years since I fucking sat down and played One Piece this August. So, anyhow, I'm really fucking with the list. I do like the Searcher. You guys got to see how clutch it was to just dig our Luffy Taro out of the mud. We had to get it out the mud. You dig. And that's what we did. We did dig a lot. So I do like that. Robin needs to go. Robin, get out of here. Get out of here, Robin. You don't do anything. You haven't done anything ever. You don't do anything for me, Robin. Shit, I might as well run Sangoro. Sangoro would be crazy. Onami would draw me some cards. You know? Or we could just go back to 4 of that and then do 4 searchers. I don't think I need 4 of this guy. I don't think I need 4 of this guy. What do you guys think? I would really like to know you guys' opinions. But, you know, the safe money is to just say, oh, will you do that? Or, what if we did carrot? Because we love us some carrot. We do love us some carrot over here. Not that carrot. Not that. Not that carrot. Where's that carrot happen? What is the border covering? What would be showing if the border wasn't there? What happened to carrot? I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how we feel about that. Whoa. I'm thrown off. Never been a furry. Guess it's the first time for everything. Electric Luna Kia. What if we did this? What if we did that? And a lot of people run this at too. Yeah. What if we did that? And we just fucking, next time we're against Homeboy and they got all the fucking shit in the world. This is a great, let me tell you why. Not only because it's a Bazap, okay? Not only because we got Big Heine in motion, okay? It's because when we find ourselves in a position like we did against Whitebeard, for 3 Dawn, we turn that sideways and we've just about activated our leader's ability, right? Because now we can put 2 back, and assuming that we've done any kind of development, we can attach 1 Dawn to somebody and swing, right? And then we use their ability, and then we take away that one plus 1 from whatever, and then we still have 2 left over from this cost, right? And we get 2 Dawn active, get another Dawn active, and we're back to Big City fucking hooping, and their board stays sideways. So I think that'd be great, and I think that might single-handedly really help out in red and anybody else that wants to develop. Of course, it's 7 or less, but 7 is still a lot. 7 is still very high. I mean, that's virtually every card in my deck. So I think we'll be running this one. I think we'll run this next time. I think we will have some fun. We like some carrot representation. Anyhow, free carrot. She shouldn't be with Bonnie right now. Anyhow, that is going to do it for us today, gang. Do smash that like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell, go down in the comments, let me know, what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what would you be doing differently? And this has been Murado Music with 3-Piece TCG, Big Beard Pirates TCG. I will catch you guys in the next one. Very excited about this list.
Stuck up in it, stuck in it. I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change. I said I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change.